Okay, we are back. So let's find that building. I think it's there, right? So that would mean that there is a thing over here. I think it was this building we saw. So behind all this, maybe? Yeah, here we go. We're in. Oh, they burnt more of them here. I do wonder if we can fix some of the slides in there. Or if we're just finding something else. I mean, we're finding hints to where these codes are, right? They like doing that, don't they? Can I just... I was overthinking that for some reason. Alright, let's go view this slide then. Nothing over here, I assume. Oh no, there is a cave. Oh, this might connect back to that building then. A building with a projector in it. Like the last one did. Which is very helpful. Though I do need a lantern. Lantern. Do I have to go out and get one? Yeah, there, right? Okay. So this is the first one. And that is... So that's that building. Well, they passed through the fire. Okay, but how do we get rid of all the other guys? But didn't the last one also show that building? Which didn't it turn it into darkness? So maybe we have to do that first. Okay, cool. While we're here... Where was the slide room again? I'm curious if we go... If we grab one of these... Or one that's damaged. Yeah, this one's got a damaged thing in it. Can we go back and fix it, or is that not how that works? I'm assuming not, but maybe. There's got at least one damaged thing on it. Wait, where am I going? Thing is here, right? No. Is there a way to power it? I can put it on, but I can't seemingly get it to do anything, right? It's worth a try. Unless I'm missing something there. Okay, that's that one done then. Do we think we have time for next one, which was in like a lake near the tower. Over there, I guess. I guess the question is, how do we reach it? Could we maybe reach it from here? Have I never been over here? I guess not. Bloody jetpack. Can we get in from underneath? I'm assuming it's going to seal me in again. Shit. Oh, can I just drop out of it? We don't need anything else in here, right? I'm assuming putting this one on here does nothing. Okay, I might have to come back for the lamp, unless there's one in here. Assuming this will also take us to a projector. We got a broken lamp, that's not helpful. I think what's quicker, going back for that one or going over to that tower. This should be the final piece to the puzzle. And then we just gotta figure out an order to do things in once we know what this is. Ah, okay, yeah, we know where that is. That's near the burnt church, because we keep seeing that bloody telescope. Okay. Ah, there's a sneaky teleport hand in there. Which puts the fires out on that well in the middle. Okay, there we go. Just got to remember all that. Does it matter what order we do them in? Just do them one at a time. I feel like the second one and the first one we found were kind of interlinked, because the first one showed us the lights on that cabin that all those guys are in going out, and the second one was through the fire. So I wonder, is there two locked in there, or are we still missing a third one? Okay, let me just think for a minute. How do we access that church? Can you get it through this tower? I don't have an artifact on me. I mean, we're probably running out of time at this point, so... Yeah, is there an artifact storage anywhere? This one? I don't think there is there? There wasn't one up the back end of this, was there? We could move on to the next one, which will take us to the area up in the cliffs, but I don't really know how that helps me. We could access a different... Well, no, we can't, because the piers aren't on. We can't really do anything from the one down there. We'd have to be... We'd want to do them in order, really, I guess. We want to start with this one, which would take us to... That one takes us to the huts with all the guys in it, right? Which is where we turn off all the lights in there. And then this one would take us to the well. That's the first one we ever went in. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can access that burnt church with the telescope from in there, which will allow us through the well. But then we want to get to this one. So I feel like the one down in the ravine and this one seem to be linked, and then this one seems a separate one. So what do I do first? It depends where that well leads. Maybe we come back and do this one. Get that out of the way, and then we'll come back and do this one, and then the ravine one we can't see. It's a shame there's no artifact in here. We could have got it in there now. Okay, I'll see you in the next loop, and we'll head back into here and see if we can get down into that well, I think. Okay, this is it then. So we know it's to our right somewhere. Yeah, I guess. A bit further. Have we gone past it already? In there, right? There it is. There we go. Don't like these sounds. Sure we'll be fine there, right? Oh, these lifts have all come down. They're fucking here to stop us. I'll just go back the way I came. Oh, wait, no, what's this? Well, I don't want to... Ah! Okay, that's where we came in. So we're gonna have to avoid some friends by the looks of it. Ooh! Fuck! No! I didn't think you'd be that bloody close. I thought you went down in the lifts. And you realise I can just come back in, right? Hopefully they haven't put the fire back on, because that will be really time consuming and annoying if they have. Right, how do we get down there again? This way, I think? It's all very dark down here. I assume they would have lanterns up. Okay, now we know what this bit was for. It's to juke him. Nope, I'm already there. I can't see, so I can guarantee you can't see anything. What am I looking at? I'm expecting someone to be down here. That's one of the lifts, right? So someone came down here. Someone's probably patrolling around here then. Yeep. Can't see shit. I mean, I kind of want to open all these, but... just gonna keep going and get away from that guy for now. We're just after the code, right? That's a lot of slides. Burnt that one too? The hell are we? Oh, is this back? This is the other end of the... Down there, look, like those green lights, that's where the sarcophagus is. Okay, so what am I putting into this then? Is this the eye one? One damaged, I guess. So this is when they first... Oh no, this is the one where they scanned it and realised it was bad, right? And that it was going to destroy the universe. Okay, this is new. So they're building... Oh, this is the scout thing they sent out, right? To find it? Or to hide it? Maybe? Oh, they stopped the signal. Because the Nomai mentioned that they had the signal and then it disappeared, right? Then they went into hiding, I guess. Okay, that one done. We are on a bit of a time limit here, because once that dam busts and then the tower falls, we're out. Okay, this is... I don't know if we've seen this one. This is to do with the making of them, maybe? Connecting their brains to these flames? So this is the making this reality, this dream world, right? They tried to put an elder in there and it killed them? Oh no, but they went in, but it still killed them. Okay. I'm not gonna have to look at all of these, surely. We'd be here forever. Okay, this is the bell that wakes you up. Brings them out of it when needed. But it can't bring out the people that are dead. Okay, we kind of figured that out, right? Is that it? I assume I can't reach them unless we can open this door. But I still don't have the code. I can't get in there unless the... The code wasn't in any of those, right? Because I'm assuming there's a code in each one. Unless they're all in one place. Can I just not get over there? That door doesn't seemingly open from that side anyway. Well, that seems to be all we can get from this, right? This is the second one we're at. I mean, I kind of dedicated this run to this location, so, like, is there anything else we can get from this? Like, the password? This is just telling us that they can remain in there even if they're dead. So when the galaxy ends, they can still live in their version of their home, I guess. there's the dome. I did that one already. Bloody noise. So they're trying to stop people from finding it, but I don't really understand why. But surely the galaxy was dying regardless. And there would have been a way... Well, we don't know what people finding it would have done. Do they think people going to it would have destroyed the galaxy? From what we understand and see, each loop, the galaxy is dying anyway. Okay, I guess we're done. We may as well check upstairs while we've got some little time. Because there were some things to open, but they may just be pictures of people. Darkness. They didn't want people down there, did they? Ow. Nothing to see, I'm just looking at your portraits. Seemingly nothing of further use here, right? Hello! Rude. I mean, we were done here anyway. Fortunately, I don't think we can really go anywhere else. Now that the dam's bust. I should blow out your candles and then you're done, right? Nowhere to go back to. No bodies. Dreamland's over. Okay, well, that's the first one done then. So next time we need to trying to remember which was which. We want to go back to the one down near the dam, so that will take us to... Was that the one that took us to the cabin with all the guys in it? Yeah, because I believe the one near the ravine, this one, took us to the one up high in the cliffs, right? Because it kind of almost mirrors kind of this area. So this one will take us to the river one with all the guys with the candles walking around or whatever. Which I think we want to go to first so we can turn out the lights of the hut that they're all in, and then we go to this one to... What do we do there? It showed us to go through the fire, right? And there's something about an invisible bridge as well. We'll have to check on the ship before we head back. But yeah, I'll see you in the next loop. And yeah, we'll be heading for the dream world over there, I guess. Okay, let's check all these updates we've got. We've got a few from last time that I didn't read. So let's refresh our brain. Burned slide slide reel that shows the origin of the stranger and its inhabitants. Several slides have been burned and can't be viewed. It's this one, I think. A room full of burned slide reels piled next to a strange device. I found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being hauled to a shadowy figure. The figure follows a procession of green lights and through a forest to a candlelit building, where they carry the container into a secret passage behind a roaring fireplace. I'm assuming that fire won't hurt us? Let me just watch the video. So this is the first one. And this is the guys that we saw going to that cabin that we followed in. Yep. Uh-huh. And then they just go in the fire. We need to put out the lights first. Which must be the other one then. Room full of burned slide reels piled next to a strange device. I found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished and the figure carries the container into a secret passage behind a mural of a large tree. So that's the same? He had a mural of a large tree. They're not... Oh! We have seen that one. So we need to go in there. So this is the one at the camps, the band campsite. And then they... What, walk over an invisible bridge there. And then use this to extinguish the lights there, which then allows you to go into there. Right, so that is the one. Is that not the same place then? So one must be for the fireplace in that cabin, and that one must be the one up in the tower, in the ravine building where we saw that guy looking at the slide projector. Because that's where we saw that picture, right? But no, because that band thing is at the river, which is the same place that hut is. Okay. Where do we put out the hut one? Is that this one? That's the dark well one. That's the one we just did. So it was... Which one are we looking for? Slide burning room, slide burning room. Where's the other slide burning room? Okay. Now that's the one I just looked at. Okay, so what's the one I haven't looked at then? This is the fireplace one, right? And do they just walk through the fire? But how do I walk through the fire? Do I have to get there before they get there? Because they were just in the way, right? I don't know if I can just walk past. So I don't think that's the same one as the other one. I figured that was the same building. So I know where that is. But it's in darkness, so I just wonder how we get through there. I thought we saw one of them snuffing out the lights, but maybe that was a different one then. That must be this one. But my problem is we still don't have the first combination to the one we just went in. So are they all going to be in the same place or what? You said this is in the same place where that building is that they all walk into. So maybe it is the same building. I don't know. We're going to have to investigate. Let's get back there. Do one at a time and see what happens. Okay, we are back in the first dream location, which is, remind me, yeah, this one. So where was that band site? Do we remember? there's seemingly like two in this area, right? One that leads us to a tree. Potentially. Or leads us back to that picture of the tree, but we need to put out the lights first. God, where was that band camp? Was that here? Was that over the other side of the river? If I drop down here, am I stuck down here? Where am I going? Is there anything even down this part? I do not remember where that band camp was. Was that in the other one, maybe? I figured it was here. The little gazebo that they had. Now I feel like I'm fucking stuck down here now. What was the point in coming down here? Why is there a torch here? Oh. And that forms a bridge, right? I don't remember where that gazebo was. I mean, if we're here, we can just try and go through the fire. I don't know how we're going to manage that with all these guys around. I mean, I could have taken the shortcut over here, right? But I was looking for that gazebo thing. Well, it's a way back, I guess. One there. I'll have to follow him in, I guess. Could you move a little faster, please? I don't know if I can walk in with this hooded and just get into the fire. Nah, how do you get in there? Can you get there before they get there? Because I don't know what else. How else you'd do it. I don't remember where that gazebo was. Was that in the other area? Was that up in the ravine section? Which would be like there. I mean, if I go back in and try again, I feel like I'm dedicating this one to this area, right? This run. this one, right? I just don't know if we can get in there now. No, I've got to follow another fucker in. Well, that's the other thing. I feel like you have to maybe follow one in. Because I think the door is closed normally. Fuck's sake. I mean, at this point, we might as well just try for the other one. Because I don't think or know how we're going to get past all those guys. So whether we have time to get there now. I mean, the dam's not gone yet. No, don't pick it up now. We gotta go, we gotta go. Get up there before the dam busts. So here we want to find that campsite, well, that gazebo with the musical instruments, and then walk over a hidden path. I wish the jump was a little bit higher. There goes the dam. Right, where was that gazebo thing? For some reason I thought it was in the same place as that one we were just at. But I guess not. It's not here, no. It's across this bridge. Is it up? Why do I not remember where it is? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So it's across here. It's gotta be in between these candles, right? Whoa! Let's watch where we're going here. Okay, so that's the cabin we were looking at. Yeah, that's now going to upset the people in there, isn't it? And I don't think we're going to have time for anything this time around. No. Another passage there, huh? So we've got to get back down to that pitch, alright? Which means we have to go around and through into the restaurant area to... activate this bridge. I'm guessing they're going to be roaming around that restaurant area. No, wait, all these doors are open now, huh? So this is where the guy was sat watching. Not sure how he reached that projector, but... It's really hard to run away when you can't fucking see where you're going. And as far as we know, there was only the one guy in here, right? That we saw, anyway. Of course, there's another one. Look where I am. Where am I in relation to anything? This, I just want this. Yep. Door. Somehow made it through that. Isn't there a shortcut over here? No, am I insane? There it is. See ya. And then we go across here. I mean, we have until there's supernova with this one. So we don't have to worry as much. It's still not a lot more time. Okay, now this is the picture here. Are you kidding me? Lift. Free me from this madness. Go down. Whatever. You having a laugh? Phew. I feel like we must have missed something in that last one. Or in the first one. Because we didn't get a code, and I thought that's what we were here for. I mean, I appreciate the slides, but... Okay, this is the projector again then. Try and get these watched before time's up. Okay, this is when they got here. And then this is where they came up with the idea for home, I guess. that I'm designing their dream world. Okay. Wish I had more than one pair of hands. I could bloody, or just a pair of hands would have been nice, and I could bring multiple slides with me. But apparently, I only have one hand. Okay, this is like a continuation. Oh, so they can't leave the radius of the. I did wonder about that. Like, did they have to move that thing around? Interesting. So I guess that happens to us as well. We never actually put it down because it's like our own light source. Was that it? Just the 2 slides? But where is this code then? I mean, the code box is over there, but how do I get to that? So these all close. The last one was burnt. I'm imagining this one will be burnt. There's got to be another path, right? To this? I mean, if there's not, then it's a fucking... It's a long run back. We won't have time again. Or do we just go straight across? Fuck. Isn't there a guy down here somewhere? So... Okay. So what the hell do we do? How do I reach these things that are probably going to be burnt anyway? Trying to think if there's anything in the slides that we're seeing that could hint as a way to get them. I'm assuming leaving the radius of this lamp isn't going to be the key there. Wouldn't that just wake us up? Okay, must be almost time then. No, I'm not here, go away. Yeah, I just don't know what else. Because we can't seem to access anywhere else. And these doors are closed. There's like a door up there. Or is it further down? I think it's further down, but... Definitely just the 2 slides here. You know, minus all those ones, which I'm assuming they're just there for decoration and we're not actually meant to be able to reach them. So what if I leave that there then? Oh. Huh. Interesting. So maybe there was a clue in the first one then. But again, it's just burned, isn't it? So what do I do with that? Damn it. Okay, did we learn anything interesting? A library full of intact slide reels hidden on deep underground. There is a container marked with one of the vault seals, but its contents have been destroyed. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. The intact slides reveal the creation of a simulated reality modelled after their home moon. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground and walking beyond its projection radius. A library full of intact slide reels hidden deep underground. There's a container marked with one of the vault seals, but its contents has been destroyed. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger inhabitants analysing the eye of the universe. The intact slide reveals the construction and launch of a spacecraft designed to block the eye's signal. I found a slide reel that shows 2 artifacts being lit near a green fire. 2 artifacts being lit near a green fire. The first artifact lights after the bearer falls asleep. The second artifact lights after the bearer dies. On a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report, it shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. I just don't know how that one got. Guesses. I just don't... I mean, unless we can do that trick we just learned in the first one we went to, but they still seem to be burnt regardless of whether we're outside of the projection range. So I'm still not really understanding. Okay, I'm going to head back, and this time we'll go back for the first one again. And see if we can beat those guys to that hut. Because I don't know how else we're going to get past them. Okay, we got here pretty fast. I don't know if we've beat everybody, but we've seemed to be ahead of everyone. I still feel like I need one of them to open the door, though. Oh no, the door's just open. Ah. So how the fuck do I get past these idiots, then? How do I get past them? Can I, like, shine it at him to, like, dazzle him? Because you would think they wouldn't be able to see who it was shining it if you were, like, directing it at them. So getting there fast doesn't make a difference. Because they're already there. Then how do I get past past the fire? I mean, I'm assuming I can even just walk in there. I wonder if I can leave the projection. Because then surely they wouldn't be even there. I've gone the wrong way. That's an idea then. Just don't know how far the radius is. How far we can go beyond that. I guess, can we just explore the entire thing? Regardless of... this light? Like, if I just leave this, can we explore the whole place? Or is there a certain range of that? Just see it in its, like, digital form or whatever. Let's find out. Though I guess the hard part is I can't see. Okay, they are still here, but they don't have a candle, so they can't put it out, right? Hello? Really? Oh. Oh, ouch, my bones achievement. So how do we get past that? Let me think on it. Okay, I left the lantern back at the entrance to this cave. Now we did see one of the symbols for a code in the fireplace. But don't we need like 4 or 5 of them? What are you all doing here? So it's the weird, like, sound looking on. No, piss off. Well, what does that tell me? How do I get... Do I get past? I mean, we saw someone walking in and we've not found, like, the symbol for the code. But how do I get past? Is there not a way to snuff out their candles? Which kind of seems harsh, because then that would be ending their existence in any kind of capacity. So I don't imagine that's what we're doing, but this one is a bit of a weird one. We can't even get to the vault, which there seems to be a vault at the end of each one of these, right? Oh yeah, we've seen one symbol, but why is there only one symbol there? I mean, it makes me think that maybe the other symbols are around the areas. If we do the similar type of thing and drop the artifact and then walk around, maybe we'll see more of the key symbols. But I don't really understand why that's there, because how do we... They're having a fucking party. To be fair, I can't even see their lanterns. They don't even pull them out. They're just hiding them. No, that doesn't work. What do we do? Okay, we are back. So I've been trying to figure out how to get past these guys in this cabin. Been trying different things. There's even another door in there that I just can't reach. I can't reach the fireplace, I can't reach the door. Because they just grab you. And I've tried different things, whether it's putting the lantern down, being in darkness, following them in, blah blah blah. None of them seem to work. But on my last ditch effort, as I went in there for the last time, as the dam broke, that building is the first to get completely wrecked, and it kills them all because they're in that building, so they're ripped out of it. And obviously it took me out as well, because I was in there as well. So, we're back here, we opened this door, which we have to come here first. So this is, we came through this building first, which is the first one we get to. Came here, opened the door, went back to reality, and then went down to the last dream sleeping room, whatever you want to call it. And then rode the boat, as you just saw, back down here. Now hopefully, if we get, well, when we get there, we kind of have to wait for them to, well, for the dam to break. And then we should be able to get in, because this place is safe up in the cliffs. So when the dam breaks, we're fine up here, basically until the supernova. Now, getting caught here would be not ideal. Not gonna lie. Can never remember where this fucking tree is. It's there. Okay. We'll follow this guy in, I guess. From a safe distance. Now, the trouble is, we want to be in there towards the end. So I don't know if there's anywhere to hide. Not a good start. But basically, yeah, we want to be in there after the dammers took them out. So in theory, we could just wait up here. Fuck, what did I just say about not getting caught? Okay, I mean, we're killing time anyway, because now we're all the way back. I'm going to take the boat down again. I guess I can just show you the process after opening that door. But yeah, they all kind of vanish when the dam breaks and washes that building away. So that should mean we have free roam of there until the supernova. So you have to come back to this one, then go down that lift. Which is a bit of a faff, because you do have to do all this area. Open this bridge up. Shit, there's the dam already. I've gone the wrong fucking way already. See, now we're wasting time, because now we could be in there, because they're all gone now. And I've got to mess around on a boat. I wonder if that's that sound then. Is that them all dying? I don't know if dying is the right term, but... because they're already dead. I'm not going to have much time now, because I did the exact thing I said not to do, which was get caught. Had I just waited another 5 minutes less, it would have been plain sailing. Come on. Against the clock here. We don't want to be here. I need to go through the next one. So this should be clear of guys now. I'm worried about missing my fucking exit here. Cute. And then, where am I? Door. God, it takes a while to get back. Jesus. Took a while to get here the first time. Having to set everything up. Okay, go, go, go. We need to see what we can see before we get pulled out. Whether we need to drop the lantern for anything, I don't know. And walk out of its influence. So can I, before we just walk into the fire and potentially just kill ourselves, let me check upstairs. Okay, there is nothing up here. Is this gonna kill me? No, thank God. Okay, we made it. We still have no codes though. I'm not sure what I'm missing with that. But one problem at a time, I suppose. This is the last one we couldn't reach. There it is. Projectors again. Let me guess, burnt. Uh-huh. Okay, don't fall in the water because that would be really bad. Where are the... I mean, they're over there, I get that, but how do I reach them? Maybe I leave this behind to see like a path? I'm still kind of close to it, huh? That doesn't really help, does it? There's got to be like a path here, surely. Don't know how we get out of its influence. Oh, that generates a path. Okay. Glad I tried that first. Okay, that's the signal of the eye going out to these universes. These guys heard it, the Nomai heard it. Ah. Wow, that changes things, huh? They pretty much destroyed their entire planet to build the Stranger. Explains why they can't go back. And then you got here to find out that it was basically their destruction, right? I see. That's why they wanted to rebuild their world, I guess. Even though they kind of brought it with them, right? To a degree, it wasn't the same, obviously. Okay, yeah, they're like loading screens. I was thinking that as we were passing through them, they're like loading screens for their reality. So what happens if we jump out mid quote-unquote loading screen? Interesting. Can I leave this far enough away to be able to see? Where this code should be? Yes. But it doesn't make a difference, so I don't really understand what they want me to do. Maybe if we jump out in the tunnels, I can get into this. That weird matrix shit in the background. Okay, well that's the next thing to try then, I suppose. I don't think we have time for it now. Maybe. I'd have to get all the way back. That was all the slides, right? Okay, interesting. Something to go off. I do wonder why the symbol was on this when we were in like the Matrix view. Gotta get back to where the boat is. I'm not used to going in reverse. Would have helped if I lit some of these candles, huh? Let's go. Can I go back that way? I don't know if I can. Is there a thing this side? Damn it, there's not, is there? Can I get back on that side? Isn't there a bridge or something? I don't have time for this. But I made it here the first time. Oh, that sound again, so that can't be them dying. Unless it's the tower people dying. Potentially. Because the guys that were in the cliffside one would never perish because that was up out of the water. Yeah, I don't think we can get back, can we? It's fine, time's up. Okay, so we know we've got our next objective then. We'll come back and ride through one of these tunnels. What's the quickest way to get to these tunnels? I guess it's through this tower. Because going through the last one up in the cliffs, you have to do all that stuff with that building. It takes forever. Where the tower one, we just have to get in there, go through a few doors, illuminate the pier, and then we can just sail. I wonder if it matters which one we jump when we jump out or off the raft. If it matters which one we do it in. Okay, I'll see you in the next loop. Okay, here we go. How do we know when we're in there? Does my vision from behind go weird? Uh-oh. Oh. So it literally like breaks the quote-unquote game and allows us to stand in the water. And that's how we reached this one. Okay, that's a seal. We did one. Not sure how that helps us get across the other ones though. What is causing that light? Because surely I still need a... Oh. Okay. So maybe going on land unbreaks it? Well, what we can do this time now, we can try doing it in a different loading screen and see if that changes anything or takes us to the same place. Okay, that's the fins coming out or whatever. The ship moving. The ship, the stranger, whatever you want to call it. So we did this one. Let's try a different one and see if we end up in the same place. Because, okay, yeah, we've done one, but we've still got two more to do, and I don't really have a way of doing it. We need to kill the light of one. I mean, this is technically the third dreaming area, right? That we get taken to, so maybe this one will take us to that one? But yeah, the third one has a light that needs to be extinguished. Seemingly, and then the other one we would need a code to get across the bridge. Okay, get ready. This is the same place, right? Okay, I'll go this way. So we went that way. This is where we were a minute ago. Will the code be here this time? No. But if we go back in the water, we reset, correct? What happens if I leave the torch? I'm trying to think how we could use this in a different way to get us to the other seals. Is there some way we can snuff out a light? What would be causing that light? Just walk away, see what happens. Well, it's easier to see shit, that's for sure. Is there a way over to these buildings? I mean, we've been to these buildings, right? So I don't know why we would. But we've just been in through the normal ways. You can see the lifts, those lines of the lifts that go up. So there's the alarm. But I don't see... how we would disable it. Or get rid of the light. If that light was gone, we could get up there. Through the normal means, but... like down there, there doesn't seem to be anything that would help. Unless there's a way up I'm not seeing. The boat doesn't help us. I do wonder if it's just this water we can stand in and not the water out there. Because I guess the idea was that you were never intended to stand on here, right? You can see the bridges there, look, where they're all just disjointed. Not connected. So was the only purpose to turn that one on? Then how do I get the codes for the other one? We don't already have them, right? They're not the ones that we've seen already. No, because they're at the end of the paths we've been following, but they're all burnt. So how the hell do we get them? I don't think going around there's of any use. I'm going to drop it down here. Okay, that confirms that then. It's the dam going, huh? Okay, what else can we do though? Like, we've cracked one. Oh right, the tower. Yeah, we're in the tower, so when that tower collapses, it's game over for us. Do you think it matters which one you're resting in when you do it? I mean, I feel like there's got to be something different for each one, right? We've solved that one with this. And again, that was something we discovered through this slide. So I don't think there's anything else to do in here, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to check the ship logs and figure out what we learned. From each one, right? Because through the fireplace we learned about dropping out of the loading screens. These things. Through one of them, I forget which one it is now, we learned that you can leave the lantern behind. But that didn't get us a code, is my problem. And this takes us to the same place regardless. So I think we're done with that idea of jumping through those loading screens, and there's no more loading screens like that other than the tunnels that I can think of. They extinguished, right? Go back over here then and have a look. I take it we don't get any more visions for reducing the seals or anything, right? Yeah, you show us this. We're going to the tower. We go through that. We snuff out the lights in the dream, which then puts these ones out in reality, which opens this up. And I forget what was in there. So that was the second one that we've done. So hold on, what happens if I leave this, like, over here somewhere? I assume the light is still there, right? Yeah. So the alarm would still go off? Yeah. Let me try something before we get ripped out of here. Let's move this further this way. Ow. Moving these. Oh, they do this. You beauty. Which one have we got wrong here? There it is. Okay, so what did we learn from the other one that allows us to get to that? Do I need the lantern to do this now? Of course I do. Shit. So then, can I do the same thing with figuring out that light? I'm gonna run out of time now though, aren't I? This is huge. We've pretty much figured it. Oh, you see, I don't think this one is going to be the same, because it's not, like, altering the light. So we've got to figure this one now, then. We've got to go back through what we learned. Because each time we got to the vaults or whatever, we learned something. There is clearly a key to getting to these. We learned that you can drop this and walk out of its influence. We learned that you can drop through the loading screens, but what did we learn that would help us get through this? What are our chances of, like, brute forcing it? We saw this symbol with the fire. I don't know why that was there. So unless there's, like, been codes scattered around that we need to kind of find for that one, I don't know. I guess I didn't deactivate this one, but is there much point? Because we'd have to do it all in one go, right? I assume these aren't going to stay done between loops. Yeah, it's just that one then. Sometimes I wish I could kind of look at my records and logs from anywhere. time's up. Yeah. Where the hell am I? Okay, good. I made some good progress there then. We just got that last one to figure out. So I'll see you back at the ship and we'll try and do some theorizing, I guess. Okay. So we still have... We did this, right? I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows one of the stranger inhabitants jumping off a raft during a transition between areas and falling below the world. Which is what we did. So I was just thinking about this on the way back to the ship. Wasn't the thing we learned something about them, if they were dead in the real world, they would still be in the dream or something? Which one was it? Yeah, we did that. Found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows one of the strange inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground and walking beyond its protective radius. Okay, so we did that one. So this one then? Found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. An alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. I wonder if we could have just walked across and the alarm wouldn't have woken us up. Because is there an alarm bell in each one of the dream things? The dream towers, whatever we calling them? The sleeping chambers? Is there an alarm bell in each one? Are they all triggered to each of the same one? Because that's got to be our clue, right? They've all been error reports. Here's some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. I'd have to go check each room to see if the alarm bells were there in all of them. I do wonder if we could have just walked past that alarm and nothing would have happened. Can we see that report? Which one was it? This one. So it's not waking him up, but why? Okay, he's getting woken up. Because he was dead? Because he looks dead, right? He looks like a skeleton. So either one of the alarm bells just doesn't work, but that doesn't seem to be the case indicated in this. Is there some way to kill ourselves in the real world but still be in the dream? Because we've seen multiple instances of them being able to do that. What about? Is that what it is? I mean, I had this thing, this idea that we could do this anyway, just to see what it did. It wouldn't leave as much time, but what if we took the core out of Ash Twin came here, went into the dream, wait for the supernova to happen, which would in theory kill us. Though would it though, because the ship moves out of its radius? So would that kill us? It's an idea, but I don't know if it's the idea. I'm just wondering if one of the alarm bells is broken and then we just go into that one and then try and get past those alarms and it won't wake us. Even though that's not what it's showing on there. It's showing that guy just being seemingly dead. But I can't think how else we would kill ourselves. But I don't even know if that would kill us, because if we take the core out and we go into the stranger, we don't die. So it wouldn't kill us, so it can't be that. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to investigate, I guess, the sleeping rooms one by one. Because there is technically 4. There's the diving bell one as well. Which, in theory, we would have to be in. Technically, we should be in to be able to reach those 3 seals. But if we've gone in the other way, depends if those alarms are attached to that bell. Or if they're attached to all of them. I guess we're going to have to play and figure it out. So I'm going to go back to each one and see if the bells are all intact. That's my first step. And then we'll repeat our process. We'll go through the tunnels, jump down, disable the first 2, and then just try and see if we can walk past those alarms. Okay, I'll see you when I have an update. Okay, we're back. So I went to the first sleeping building, whatever we're calling them. The bell, or the waking bell, whatever it is, seems fine. Went to the tower, that seemed fine, and I figured since we were here, we may as well just try out our other theory. I would assume that these alarms would be expecting me to be in the diving bell sleeping area. So that's the alarm it would trigger. And if that's not the case and it wakes us up anyway, then I just carry on. We'll go down to the next one. So let's see what happens. Okay. So does that ring all the bells then? Okay, well, that's tested that theory. It doesn't matter which one we're in. So unless one of them is damaged, and the only other one it could be is the one up in the cliffs, because the diving bell one we've tried before. Have we tried before? I don't know if we've ever tried to trigger that alarm before. And then if that doesn't work, I don't know how we could, like, damage them. Like, they obviously get ruined by the dam flooding, but so do we. So we won't be in there anyway. So it wouldn't matter. We get pulled out regardless. But yeah, we'll check the bell on this one. I'm hoping this one of them is broke. Go this way. Just trying to think of what else could be the solution. Can we breathe in here? suffocate ourselves or something. It's a bit grim. If we come here without a suit, and then go straight there. I think there's oxygen in here though, right? There must be. This one. In, please. Go. Yeah, well, these barrels look fine. I mean, I'll go check the diving bell, but I assume it'll be fine. Seriously, with these. Is there a chance that the alarms wouldn't work if we were out of the radius of the lamp? Another idea? Ever get into this building? No, I don't think we did we? Lie down. Can I get that in there? Is there a way into this building? Well, I guess we're checking underneath. Oh, yeah, maybe there is. Okay, well this could be something. Come on, get out. Stop wasting time. Come on, jet fuel. Thank you. Okay, there's a lamp there if we need it. Device for lowering the bell, diving bell. Does this show us that it's underwater and we can reach it underwater? So we kind of figured that out pretty early on. Okay. So yeah, there's still a bell. Okay, so what's our other plan then? What's our other idea? Shit, there goes the... But damn, I don't know if... I don't think this being like slightly above water makes a difference, right? It's the sound of those guys dying. Let's quickly just solve this one again. I guess you could do it. By just knowing the code, we wouldn't have to do this each time if we remember the code. Take a screenshot, so it's star, quarter moon, I don't know what these different moon phases are called. Almost full moon, whatever that symbol is, star again. Yeah, my only other idea is just walking across like this. But I think this will still wake us up. Damn it. What is another way? Doesn't really show us why or how it didn't wake them up, right? Which is what I don't understand. Got the last to see what it is. Why did it not wake them up? To me, it was because they were dead. So how do I kill myself but be in the dream? At the same time. And it can't be taking the core out of Ash Twins because that would game over us because there's no reset, no loop. So how would we do anything with the information we got by opening this thing if we were just game over dead? It's not like way up past it, right? This is the only one. I mean, I can't guess. There could be loads of combinations. The alarm. Oh, it failed to. The bell failed to wake them up. How do we get it to fail to wake us up? I wonder if there's something in any of the other slides. Okay, let me experiment and have a think, and then we'll see if we can figure it. Okay, I've had a genius idea. So my first stupid genius idea was to get into here, get into the station without my suit on the off chance that maybe I could suffocate. I don't know how that would work because I'm pretty sure there's oxygen inside the main place. So I tried to come through this hole that we discovered, the secret entrance if you will, and I died a few times trying to get in here because this door is not going to close, but I opened it with a scout from my ship and then got in here, but then there's no way out of here because there's no lamp for this. But coming here has given me the idea that this one exploded and killed the person, right? Now, I could be wrong. Did they still go into the flame? Into the dream? So maybe if we take one of these, this is the non-focusing one or whatever. If we get this and take it and go use it, will it blow up and kill us but still put us in there? And then we can go past the alarm. But I obviously can't do that from this side unless there's a lamp. Which I don't think there is. So that's now the next game plan. So I'm going to have to reset. We're going to go to... I guess it doesn't really matter which one we go to. We'll go to the tower. Go into that dream world. Summon the boat. Go through the loading screen. Drop down. And then test that theory. I mean, I guess we'll know when we go in. Maybe? Will we know if we die in reality? I don't know. But that's my idea. So I shall see you when I get back to the tower. Okay, we're back at the next sleeping doodah. We're not at the tower, we're at the end one in the ravine. Now, some problems I'm running into here is, I don't know if this is going to work for one. But I had to go through the secret hole to get this thing. And then that's going to take us... I mean, I guess can we still get to a loading screen in the tunnels this way? Let's see if this even works. Early adopter, attempt to use the second artifact prototype. Okay. So that didn't work, but it did. So it killed us, but it also just woke us up. Then what? Do we have to remove the ash twin to get that to work? That doesn't seem likely to be the answer, though. Maybe. How else? So it wakes him up. I feel like the only way we could, because I assume dying is what is making us reset. So the only way for that to work would be to not reset, which would mean removing the ash twin core. Maybe. Okay, I'll go try it. We're not going to have much time to do anything. Because we've got to get to Ash Twin. We've got to wait for the sand to drain. We've got to get in there, get the core, get back out, get into the stranger, through the secret passage, get the lantern, get into the dream, and then that one takes us to the one up in Eye in the Ridge. And I don't even... We wouldn't even be able to get down to the river because we wouldn't have the lantern that can focus. So... Though I guess we could go to the diving bell. and do it that way. But then how do I do the other ones? I need to do all three at once. And to do that, we'd need to be able to go into a loading screen and drop down. To do one of them at least. The other ones we can kind of... We can't get... Just thinking, because each one has a puzzle we have to solve, right? Solving the puzzle by dropping down and putting out the first seal, and then riding the boat back across. Can't work out what the password is, so then we don't have to drop down. We just know the password. It doesn't tell us the password, does it? After we've gone back across, or does it? I never checked. Yeah, the only way I can think about getting across past that alarm is being dead, which is what they're showing, what they're hinting at. We've tried blowing ourselves up and we just get reset, so the way to stop that would be to take the ash twin core out. But then, how would we get to the water, to the caves to drop down through the loading screen? Because we'd have to go through that big building on the ridge. And we have to light some bridges and stuff to get around. And we wouldn't be able to do that because we'd have the crappy one that blows up, so that wouldn't work. I don't know how we would do all three in one go. I'm going to go back, we'll jump down to the loading screen. I'm going to see if there's a way to kind of show the password, because we got the password for the bridge one. I wonder if it shows us the password after we bring the boat back across. I don't imagine it will. That's why I'm going to go test, because if we can get the password, then we don't need to do any of the messing around. We just go down there and put in the passwords. And it's only the last one we'd have to potentially kill ourselves for to figure it out. Okay, she'll be back shortly. Okay, it took me a lot longer than it should have, but we made it back, and as you can probably hear, we took out the core. But I also came here first, did the first two chains, then left, which is something we've never actually done. Went to Ash Twins, teleported in, got the core out, got back. I didn't do it very fucking fast, that's for sure. See what happens. No, I just die. It's all that for nothing. But why? I don't understand then. Okay, we are back, and we are now gonna hopefully open these seals. So I had to eventually just give up and look into like a tip on how to do this last one. Now I think we've done pretty well throughout this game. I've only had to look at like 3 things. One, God, what was the first one? Oh, one was the jellyfishes. Even though we kind of had the right idea, I was just doing it wrong. So we knew what to do, we just didn't do it very well. Second one was getting to the ash core. I figured it was the teleporters, I just didn't know how that quite worked. It wasn't very clear to me. And then the last one is this. So we've done that one. Let's do this other one first, and then we'll go through it. So, again, we had the right idea. I understood that we had to, like, die. Because that's what we'd been shown. That was the error that was kind of being shown. But I just didn't understand how to do that. I tried blowing myself up with that non-functioning lantern thing, that didn't do it. And I was like, well, how else can we kill ourselves? Like, can I get in without a suit on and then suffocate? But no, there's oxygen everywhere, so that wouldn't work. So I was just kind of racking my brain on how do I die in that room? And I couldn't think of anything. So that's what I've looked up. It was the most spoiler-free tip guide I could find that was on local Steam forums. And the solution is stupid. Well, maybe it's a little too simple, that's why I probably didn't think about it, maybe? So let's grab this, and now we just need to wake up. I don't know why I grabbed this, I don't really need to grab this. So that alarm's going to trigger regardless and wake us up, so let's just go for a swim. We did both of those, right? It's just the last one. So we need to die in this room. Did I need to be holding it? Shit. Okay, let's try that again without dropping the fucking artifact. I don't know why I decided to do that. Dumbass. But yeah, we have to burn ourselves alive to do it. So now there's nothing to wake up to because our body's toast. Literally. So now we just have to go back. Also, I noticed this. Look, right there, look. You see that floating there, look? What is that? It's odd that it's a thing that's there, like why? What would that possibly be? I mean, obviously it could be another, like, I don't know, a moon or something else, but it's just odd. Like, what is that? It's too far away to see. I have no way of zooming in. I don't remember from any of their diagrams. Did they have anything else floating around up there? I thought it was just this planet that we're on now, quote unquote, not quite on, but you know what I mean. They had their planet and then they had that big planet up there. Because I think they lived on the moon of that planet. But what is that thing floating around up there? There, look. Dunno. It's an odd one. My first thought was was it that drone thing they sent out, but that makes no sense because they sent that out in the system we're actually in, not their home system. So I don't know. Okay, this time this should be it. Assuming I don't need to go to a different sleep area or whatever. We're in the tower currently, so that gives us a bit more time to do stuff before it gets knocked out by the flood. Right, this shouldn't wake us up this time then. Yeah, we can't hear it, look. We did it! But what are we even opening and why? Hello? It's the TARDIS. in this scene in Silent Hill 2. This is what they sealed away. Why? What the hell is down here? Information about the eye, maybe? Hello. You friendly? Talk to prisoner. Is he the one that sent them here, or discovered it, maybe? Who are you? I'm gonna play charades again. Not quite. So he turned off the... He was sealed away from it. By showing him us, I guess. And then I come in, discovering the safe now. think that might be it. And as he said, I guess it's time to go sail into the sunset and go find this eye of the universe and wrap this adventure up. Not sure where he went. Maybe he just went for a swim. I assume he's long dead. In reality, anyway. Kind of like us at this point. But we're in a time loop, so